The Sehwag is in the side, Tendulkar getting out first as usual, but the focus will be on Sehwag, maybe on Mishra. How much cricket has Sehwag played? Is he ready enough, or is that no longer a factor? Will these two put together a partnership again? So much to think about for India, as beleaguered almost as many of the cities in England these days. Pragyan Ojha has arrived too. And Riddhiman Saha, he won't have a game just yet because Dhoni is still around.
And the younger players have taken up the burden, taken up the responsibility wonderfully. I think Praveen Kumar's been quite superb. Ishant has been good in patches. He does tend to bowl a little bit short.
After the match, a heavy downpour meant the team had to retreat indoors to the nets. Virendra Sehwag was there to try and prove his fitness for the two-day game. He did so, though he ended up spending more time in the nets than he did in the actual game. A youngster by the name of David Burton, who's not even a certainty in the Northampton.
Especially with all the attention from the press that in regards to his inclusion in the squad. I mean, when I started off, just look to bowl line and length, just do the best I can with the new ball, and after that, it just got to a stage where I bowled consistent 3 balls in an area just outside of stumps, swinging away, and came slightly close to the stumps, bowled one, a bit more straighter, towards the stumps, and he accidentally got his pad stuck in front of it.
India's biggest batting spark came from a man who's not a certainty in the Edgbaston Test, Abhinav Mukund. Could this be a headache for the selectors? In the bowling department, all the focus was going to be on Zahir Khan, for whom this match was a fitness test. He bowled plenty of overs in the nets, lots in the outfield, but in the match, a mere 3 overs. Once again, without Zahir, India's bowling looked inadequate. And Niall O'Brien and Mal Loy both had a party helping themselves to centuries. The only bright spark for India in the bowling department was that Amit Mishra, other than his half-century, got plenty of overs under his belt. And despite a flurry of wickets towards the end, David Burton once again made sure that Northamptonshire ended up winning the two-day game. If India's performance is anything to go by, there is cause for concern. If, however, you go by the decibel levels of the legions of loyal fans, then India are right on track.
Not enough. It just is not enough exercise physically and mentally for a player to get ready for the test match. I agree that in recent times most of the counties don't play their major players because they have the county championship, so they rest some of their key players. So I understand that the counties are also not always at full strength. But for a touring team to be able to, and he has to play. If he doesn't score runs, that's another matter. You've taken a chance with him. But he and Gautam Gambhir is the tried, trusted opening pair for India. And they've opened the batting well for India. They may not be able to do the business over here. But you've got to give...
A couple, they were sharp in those days. Bowling action a bit different from how it ended up being. And got a lot of people caught behind because he did bowl a wonderful outswinger. I think, as he famously said, God gave me the outswinger, everything else I learnt myself.
Magic Moments is brought to you by...
Right, let's go down. Ravi Shastri is down there, and Ravi sort of told us a little while ago that he expects this to be a result match because of the surface. What do you make of it?
Well, nice fresh conditions here will greet the players at the start of this third test match, and when you look at this pitch, well, it has a little bit of grass on it, but I don't see it having the same amount of pace as we saw at Lord's as well as in Trent Bridge. There may be grass, but it looks as if there's some dampness here, and it will be a little bit on the slower side. There will be lateral movement. There's absolutely no doubt about that, but all in all, I still feel this looks-wise is a better pitch from